day and welcome to EDMS, where we strive to make EGD as simple as possible. In today's lesson, we are going to look at a mechanical drawing in the grade 10 HSE Workbook, page 6-2. Let's start by reading the task. The given figures each show a pictorial view of a model. Use freehand drawing techniques and draw the front view, top view and right view of the model in third angle orthographic projection on the given grids. Show all hidden detail and also draw the symbol for third angle orthographic projection in the space provided down here. And also we need to make sure that we name our views. In this video we'll only focus on number 1, and I'll do number 2 and number 3 in separate videos. So let's look at number 1, which is this pictorial view or drawing, which is also referred to as an isometrical drawing. We can see here with the arrows, they indicate the views for us. This is the right view and this is the front view. When we draw in third orthographic projection, we know that the right view will be located here, the front view will be located here, and the top view will be located at the top. When it comes to third orthographic projection, you need to remember the rule. Everything is on its place. So top will be at the top, right will be at the right, and left will be on the left. I'm going to start with the right view for number 1. So we need to make sure that we start on that point with the right view. We can draw to the right and down from that point. That point is going to be the highest leftist point on our right view. So that point that you see over there can be located over there. Or what you also can do is you can project this corner upwards all the way to that height. You can project that back 30 degrees, and there where they connect, that will be your point. Because we draw orthographic views, it's a 2D flat view, we aren't able to see depth. So what is going to happen? Everything will shift forward onto a flat surface. So that point will be there. The total width is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So at the top, we can go draw a line of a total width of 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to draw a line of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Then the height is going to be 1, 2, 3. And the same on this side, that should also be 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 is over there. We can close it. The same on the side. 1, 2, 3. Then we are here. And we need to have a good look at this right view. So what are we going to see? We will see this front part. We will see those slopes. And that one. We will see these sides next to the slopes. And we'll also see that inner part between the two slopes or the ribs. That is everything that you'll be able to see when you look at the right view. That slope starts at the top and it goes down to this height. And that height is 1, 2, 3. We can find it here at the back. 1, 2, 3. Which is this height. 1, 2, 3. It is 1 block and 1 block in. 1 block and 1 block in, and it has a thickness of 1. So the slopes has a thickness of 1. So here's the one on the left. That slope there is that one. And then this slope here is the one on the right. There. We can close it. And also go one down, and close it here at the bottom. There we go. That is the right view. The question stated that we need to show all hidden detail. If you stand here and you look at this, there is still some information at the back of this plate, which forms a corner there and a corner over there. It is one block inwards from the sides, so in reality, there is still something behind this plane or this plate. And when we draw 2D drawings, we want to show that because it gives us some information about what is happening at the back of this view. So it is one block in and one block in. So here, actually, there should be a dotted line. We can't put a dotted line on this line because we won't be able to see it. But that corner goes from the top all the way to the bottom. So there's going to be a dotted line here and a dotted line there. Actually, that dotted line goes all the way to the top and all the way to the top. But we only see this part. This is your right view. Right there, right view. You can see we've got that part there. There's that part. Then this rectangle on the side is over there. The rectangle on the right is over there. There's your slope. I'm just going to put an arrow there. And an arrow to indicate the slopes. There they are. And then that middle part is located over there. Now, we're going to shift to the front view. The front view is seen from this direction. And we are going to start out of this point or corner. The highest rightest corner, which can be over here. If you project this height to the right on the 30 degrees and you take this corner up, that is the point. Now remember, everything shifts forward. It's going to be in a 2D form now. So we start here. There's dead space here, okay? But we have the height. We can project the height over. So you need to make sure that the heights and the widths are aligned. When you project the width over, the highest point will be there and the lowest point will be here. So we can start here. It's fine. You can start there. That point over there is this point. We can go one block up, which you can see there, one up. Then we can go 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left to get to that corner. 1, 2, 3, 4. Draw a line. On this side, we can go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we can go up to the height at the top. You can use this to get the height. So from there to there, we can go up all the way and up all the way to the top. It would be advisable to use your views with a projection. Then the slope starts from there and it goes all the way up to the highest point, which is over there. So here we need to put in a diagonal line from there to there. Then we still have this rectangle next to this L-shaped form. 1, 2, it goes to the same height and it starts at the same place. 1, 2, 1, 2, and we can close it here on the side. That is your front. That's the front view. There is a corner at the back and there is a corner behind this slope, but we won't be able to put in that dotted line there. Although it is there, we won't be able to see it because there is a solid line in front of it. So that is the view for the front view. Let's go to the top view. When it comes to the top view, we need to make sure that we flip the product the correct way. If this is your front view, then that should be your top view. Look at the rotation. The width stays the same. Okay? We don't go and flip our top view in a different orientation. So these widths should align. So that top view is going to lie from there to there. Okay? We're not going to rotate it. So this point is the point where we'll start. That point is also this point from the top, which is in line with that corner. Now remember, it's 2D, so everything moves up, and we're going to see it in a 2D plane. That point is that point. The width here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can also use this 45-degree line. I think you know how to use this by now. Project 45, and then to the left, you'll get that width there. There's your 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you don't trust yourself, you can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we can go 1, 2, 3 to here. 1, 2, 3. Same here. 1, 2, 3. Then we get to that line. 1, 2, 3. We can close it. There we go. Then we're going to go 1 and 1. There, 1 and 1. 1, 1. 1 in. 1, 1. And then it is 2 to the left. 1, 2. 1, 2. You can close it here on the side. We still need to add the slopes here. So the first slope is going to lie there. You can use this. Take it to the 45. It makes contact there. Contact there. Project to the left. It starts here. It works its way down to there. There's the one. And here's the second one. There we go. This is the top view. There's no hidden detail. Yes. Okay. So we are done with the top view. Let's check. We've got this part. There it is. This rectangle is over there. The slope there. In between the two slopes over there. The second slope. And the rectangle there at the back. That is that for number 1. Thank you for watching this video. Please make sure to subscribe and to turn on notifications. And also give this video a like if you found this helpful. I truly appreciate all your support. And in the next lesson, we will do number 2, 3, and 4. Take care. I'll see you then.